Hi team, I'm about to destroy the biggest lie in the creator economy. The lie that follower count equals income. The lie that you need to go viral to be successful. The lie that 100,000 followers somehow makes you legit. Here's the truth that will properly mess around with your brain. Last week, I met a creator with 1.2 million Instagram followers. They showed me their Stripe dashboard. It had like $3,000 last month. And the same day, I had coffee with someone who had near 2,000 email subscribers. And guess what their monthly revenue was? 50K. So I want you to pause the video right here and answer this honestly. If you had to choose right now to delete your 100,000 followers and keep your 1,000 email list, or delete your email list and keep your followers, which would you choose? If you chose followers, you're about to discover why you are broke. So today I'm showing you exactly why your email list is the only metric that matters for revenue. How to build a list of buyers, not browsers, and the exact system for turning subscribers into $3,000 clients without ever getting on a sales call. Let me tell you about two creators I met at a conference last month. This story will change how you think about everything. So creator A, 1.2 million followers on Instagram, a verified blue check, brand deals with fashion companies, featured in magazines. They look successful as fuck from the outside. And at the airport, their card got declined by buying a $5 coffee. They had to pretend their app wasn't working, so I bought their coffee and they nearly cried. Their monthly income from 1-2 million followers was about $3,000 from sporadic sponsorships. After taxes and expenses, they're surviving on less than minimum wage. Then you've got creator B, 8,000 Instagram followers, no blue check, no brand deals, nobody's ever heard of them. They flew business class, they bought drinks for everyone at the bar, not flexing, but just being generous. Monthly income, 50K. Consistent, predictable, 85% profit margins. The difference? Creator A had built an audience, creator B built a business. But here's the real kicker. Creator B has 2,100 email subscribers, that's it. That's their real business. Let's do some uncomfortable math that I'll show you exactly why followers don't equal dollars. Okay, here's your Instagram reality check. So average engagement rate is about 1.6%. And if you have 10,000 followers, that's 160 people who are seeing your posts. Of those, 16 click your link, if you even have link access. And then of those, maybe one takes action. That's a conversion rate of 0.01%. Now let's do an email reality check. Your average open rate for a good list, let's say, is 35%. You have 10,000 subscribers, that equals 3,500 people who are opening your email. Click rate, let's say it's 7%. That's 245 are clicking your link. And then the conversion rate, that's 2 to 3%, 50 to 75 are taking action. So one email subscriber is worth 750 Instagram followers in terms of actual business results. Not influence, not vanity, real money in your bank account. I had to read that math like 3 times before I believed it. 750 to 1. That's the exchange rate that nobody is talking about. Here's what most creators don't understand about email though, and this insight alone is worth 100K. When someone gives you their email address, they're making a trust transaction. They're saying, I trust you enough to let you into my inbox. Think about your own inbox. That's where your bank statements arrive, where your boss emails you, where your family sends important information, where your actual life happens. Following someone on Instagram, that's nothing. It's a casual tap. Zero commitment, zero trust is really required. But their inbox, that's a sacred space. And when you're invited there, you have crossed a trust threshold that following can never achieve. And this is why email converts at like 40 times the rate of a social media. It's not about the medium, it's about the meaning. Email subscribers have already said yes to a deeper relationship. Followers are just browsing and following you along, but subscribers, they are the ones buying. The One Smart Community Framework, and you're gonna wanna screenshot this. Your email list isn't just a list, it's your one smart community, and building it requires a completely different approach from building followers. So here's the One Smart Community Framework. Pillar 1, exclusive value. Your email subscribers get what nobody else gets. Not recycled Instagram posts, not public information, exclusive insights, frameworks and resources that make them feel special because they are special. An example, my Instagram posts get the what, my emails get the how and the why. Pillar 2, consistent rhythm. Not random emails when you need money, but a predictable cadence that they can count on. Weekly, same day, same time, same value. Why? Well, because consistency, it builds habit, and habit, it builds relationship, and relationship builds revenue. Pillar 3, two-way conversation. Your emails aren't broadcasts, they're conversations, and you ask questions, you respond to their replies, and you remember their names. I spend an hour daily replying to email responses. That hour, it really generates like more revenue than any other. Most creators treat email like another broadcast channel, but that's ultimately why they fail. Here's the lead magnet revolution. Most lead magnets are absolute garbage. 10 tips for success, 5 ways to grow, generic PDF dumps that provide no real value and attract tire kickers who will never actually buy. Your lead magnet should be so valuable that people would happily pay $97 for it. Here's the perfect lead magnet formula. Element 1, expensive problem. Not how to be productive, but how to reclaim 10 hours per week without dropping any commitments. Element 2, immediate implementation. Not theory, but step-by-step instructions that they can execute in the next 30 minutes. Element 3, method demonstration. It's a sample of how you work, think, and solve your problems. It's an audition for your paid offer. Element 4, natural next step. After consuming it, they should think, if this is free and it's so good, what's the paid version like? Here's an example of my lead magnet, the One Smart Flywheel Blueprint. It solves the $10,000 plateau problem and it's implementable immediately. This makes them want it more. The email welcome sequence, the 7-day trust machine. The first 7 days after someone joins your list determines whether they become a client or disappear forever. Most creators waste this window with weak welcomes or worse, silence. Here's the 7 email trust sequence. So email 1, you're gonna do this straight away. Deliver a lead magnet and set expectations. Here's your blueprint. Every Thursday, you'll get exclusive strategies I don't share anywhere else. Email 2 is day 1. This can be your origin story. Why you do what you do. Share your 3 a.m. anxiety moment and make it personal and painful. Email 3 is day 2. This is the biggest myth debunked. Like sales calls aren't necessary, they're a trust deficit in disguise. And then email 4, that's day 3. It can be a quick win framework, something they can implement in 10 minutes for visible results. Email 5, this is day 4. It should be a case study, a story, or someone just like them that's getting the result that they want. Email 6, day 5, address the elephant in the room. Call out their biggest fear and address it directly. And then email 7 is day 6, the invitation, not a pitch. An invitation to go deeper if ready. This sequence builds trust systematically. By email 7, they either want to work with you or they don't. And there's no convincing needed. Here's the weekly email strategy, and you want to stop sending newsletters. After the welcome sequence, most creators go silent until they have something to sell. That's a fatal mistake. The money is in consistency, not campaigns. So here's an example of the weekly rotation. So week 1 is a teaching email. Break down a specific concept or a framework, make them smarter. Week 2 is a story email. Share a transformation or a personal lesson. Make them believe. Week 3, resource email. Give them tools, templates, tactics. You're making them capable. And then week 4 is a challenge email. Push their thinking or assumptions, make them uncomfortable, but in a productive way. This rotation, it keeps engagement high and sales natural. When you do make an offer, it feels logical, not jarring. But here's the key. Same day, same time, every week. Thursday, 10 a.m. for me. They expect it, they look forward to it, they miss it when it doesn't come. The segmentation secret, not all subscribers are equal. Most creators treat all subscribers the same. That's like giving everyone the same shoe size. It's stupid and ineffective. The 3 segments. So segment 1 is new. So this is your first 0 to 30 days. People are still learning who you are. They need education and connection. So you want to send more proof, more value, and more personality. Segment 2 is the engaged. They're opening everything. They're ready to buy, but need the right opportunity. So you want to send more offers, more urgency, and more invitations. Segment 3, customers. The people that are already in your client ecosystem. They want to go deeper, so send them more advanced strategies, expansion opportunities. Each segment gets slightly different emails, same core message, but a different angle. This isn't complex because every platform has basic tagging, so use it and watch conversions double without writing more. The reply strategy, and this is the hidden goldmine. Here's something that'll blow your mind. The creators making the most from emails spend the most time replying to emails. When someone replies to your email, they're raising their hand. They're saying, I'm engaged, I'm interested, I'm thinking about this. Most creators ignore them because replying doesn't scale. Fuck scale. This isn't about scale, it's about selection. Every reply is a chance to identify a hot lead, build a relationship, understand what your audience actually needs, make someone feel seen. So I spend an hour every day replying, not with templates, but real, personal, thoughtful replies. That hour, it generates 5 to 10K per month. People buy from people they feel connected to. Nothing builds connection like an unexpected personal reply from someone they admire. The social to email bridge. Use social correctly. Your social media shouldn't be about followers, it should be about finding your people and moving them to email where relationship happens. Here's the bridge strategy. Every piece of social content has one job: identify people who resonate and give them a reason to go deeper via email. Not join my newsletter, that's boring, but get the complete framework via email, which is valuable. Here's an example. An Instagram post shows the what, email delivers the how, and then YouTube explains the why. Make email the natural next step for anyone who resonates with your content. It's quality over quantity, always. I'd rather have 100 engaged subscribers than 10,000 ghost followers. The unsubscribe opportunity. This will free you. Most creators fear unsubscribes. They water down their message, they try to please everyone, and they become vanilla pudding, bland and forgettable. So here's the mindset shift. Unsubscribes are not failures, they are filters. Every person who unsubscribes because your message is too strong, good, be stronger. Too specific, good, be more specific. Too polarizing, good, take a stand. They were never going to buy anyways, and that's why you're doing what you're doing. And that ultimately, they're doing you a favor by self-selecting out. Your email list should get smaller and stronger over time, not bigger and weaker. 1,000 true fans who love your perspective is way better than like 10,000 random people who might, maybe, possibly, someday consider potentially thinking about perhaps buying. The platform independence plan. This is your insurance policy. Here's what keeps me up at night. Creators with entire businesses built on platforms they don't control. Instagram changes algorithm, income disappears. TikTok gets banned, business dies. YouTube demonetizes, rent doesn't get paid. Your email list is your insurance policy against platform chaos. It's your direct line to your audience that nobody can interrupt. Do the nightmare scenario test now. If Instagram disappeared tomorrow, would your business survive? If TikTok got banned next week, would you still have clients? If YouTube changed its algorithm, would you still generate revenue? If you answered no to any of these, you don't have a business. You have a platform dependency, and dependencies are so dangerous. The revenue per subscriber metric, which is the only number that matters. Forget follower count, forget engagement rate, forget reach. The only metric that matters is revenue per subscriber, the RPS formula. It's monthly revenue divided by email subscribers equals revenue per subscriber. And here's your benchmarks. Under $1, your offer sucks or you're not emailing enough. $1 to $5, that's a healthy range for most businesses. $5 to $10, you've found gold, so scale carefully. And over $10, you have a premium position, so protect it. This metric, it tells you everything. If your lead magnet attracts buyers, if your emails build trust, if your offer resonates, if your business is healthy, Track this religiously, optimize for this relentlessly. This is your North Star. The email first content strategy. Flip everything. Here's how to flip your entire content strategy and 10x your revenue. Create for email first, social second. Your best content goes to email subscribers. Complete frameworks, detailed case studies, advanced strategies, and then social content, it teases what email subscribers get in full. So here's an example. The email is a complete 10-step framework. Instagram is steps 1 to 3 with get the rest via email. And then on your long form, your YouTube, you explain why the framework matters. This, it does 3 things. It makes your email list incredibly valuable. It creates natural curiosity driving signups, positioning you as someone with depth. Your social, it becomes a movie trailer, and your email, it becomes the full movie. The client acquisition email system, 5 days to sales. Here's exactly how to turn subscribers into $3,000 clients without sales calls. The 5-day sequence. Day 1. Identify the problem they're facing right now. You're stuck at 10K months and nothing seems to break through. Day 2. Agitate why it's costing more than they realize. Every month at 10K instead of 20K costs you 120K per year. Day 3. Present your unique solution. The One Smart Flywheel solves this by... And then day 4, share proof through case studies. Here's how Sarah went from 8K to 22K in 6 weeks. Day 5, make an invitation with real urgency. 8 spots available starting Monday. Here's how to claim yours. Send monthly to the engaged segment. Generate 5 to 10 quality leads ready to buy. The essential stack. So your email platform is going to be Kit, or what was once called ConvertKit. So you don't want to use MailChimp because they don't have automation, and no Substack because there's no control. Then for lead capture, use simple forms, link in bio, and you're going to utilize ManyChat, but no annoying pop-ups on your website or landing page because this pisses people off. Then you have automation for your sequences. So you're going to have a welcome sequence, and this has basic triggers. Nothing fancy, just functional. And then for analytics, just focus on open rate, click rate, and your RPS, and you can ignore everything else. So this is a total cost of between $50 to $100 a month. The setup time, it'll take you 1 weekend, but the impact is huge. It's a complete business transformation. If your email setup is more complex than this, then you are overthinking it. So here's an implementation roadmap for your next 30 days. Week 1, set up the email platform. This takes a day. Then you want to create your lead magnet. This could take 2 days. Write your welcome sequence, another 2 days. And then going into week 2, you install the forms on the platforms, you launch your lead magnet and start daily replies. Week 3, send the first weekly email, set up basic segmentation and track your metrics. And then week 4, run your first sales sequence, optimize based on data and scale what works. By day 30, you're generating consistent revenue from email. This isn't complicated. It's just a lot of work to implement initially, and that's why most people won't do it. Okay, here's your homework, and it's the moment of truth. Task 1, calculate your current revenue per subscriber. So the equation is monthly revenue divided by email subscribers. That equals your revenue per subscriber. If you don't have a list, your RPS is 0. Face that reality right now. Task 2, create your lead magnet. One expensive problem, completely solved. No generic PDF crap. Task 3, I want you to write email number 1 of your email sequence. It's just the first email. You don't have to write the whole thing because perfect is the enemy of done. Task 4, commit to a weekly email schedule. Pick a day and a time, put it in the calendar, and make it sacred. Task 5, if you don't have an email platform, then set up one today, not tomorrow, not next week, today. Go on right now. The money is in the list, but only if you build the list. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Most of you will finish this episode and keep chasing followers. You'll keep posting for vanity metrics, and you'll keep building on rented land. And you'll keep wondering why creators with smaller followings are making more money. The difference isn't talent. It's not luck. It's not connections. It's that they understood this truth. Followers are vanity. Email is sanity. Revenue is reality. Your 100,000 followers mean nothing if you can't pay rent. And your 1,000 email list means everything if each subscriber is worth $5 a month. Choose substance over surface. Choose ownership over rental. Choose email over everything. Okay, in the next episode is the finale. And I'm gonna show you exactly how to close $50,000 per month in the DMs without a single sales call. The scripts, the psychology, and the system. But none of it matters without an audience that trusts you enough to have those conversations. And that trust is built in the inbox, not the feed. So I want you to drop a comment with your current email list size and your RPS. No judgment here, just data. And let's see where everyone's at. And if you're thinking, but I need more followers first, well, you're missing the point entirely. You need more email subscribers, period. For those ready to build real wealth through real relationships, well, I will see you next week in the finale. It's time to build your one smart community. Thanks, team.